Before we get into it, I just noticed that if you take away the triangle and cross, it kind of looks like the Mickey Mouse sign.
Really taking ears.
Yeah, the ears are a little too big. I'll tell you what, we'll talk about Trinitarian symbols another day. You're right. And that's one of those. And I have actually 2 or 3 great stories rattling through my head right now about Trinitarian symbols and what those mean. But we'll have to hold on to that for a little while, because I've got something else on my mind. Now, listen closely. I don't want you to tell me about it. I'm going to ask you a question that asks for the subject or the topic only. Got it? Don't expand, just the subject. Is there something that you know as much or more about than any of your friends? Something that you like so much that you know probably more than anyone, it seems like, about it.
Yes.
What is it? One word. Maybe a title.
Okay. Splatoon.
Excellent. Anybody else got something that they feel like they know? Yeah, what is it?
Myself.
Myself. Great. Okay, that's good. Anyone else? Anything, something that you just love? Yes.
Oh, wait.
Oh, no, you don't. Oh, how's that? How? Oh,
My
okay.
life.
Your life. Excellent.
My
So,
friends don't know all my life. So,
there you
I know
go.
my life. So,
Yes. Most of us are the ultimate expert on our own self and life. Please don't do that. Don't make me go sit there. How did you come to know this thing that you know almost as much as, or as much as anyone else you know about it? How did you do that? You lived it.
I lived it.
Yeah, exactly. What about you, Zach?
I played it.
You played it, so it's a game.
Yes.
Okay. Did you read a book about it?
Well,
Maybe you
I actually learned
something
about it from my friend.
Okay, and obviously you didn't read a book about it. You didn't read a book about your life. Nobody's written that yet, have they? No, you don't have biographies out there? Unauthorized biographies of your life that you know of?
I sort of did an autobiography once. I think.
Okay, that's a side trail. We're not going down that road. Meanwhile, what I'm trying to get out of you is things that you really love or really know, you learn about. You know, I could have sat down when it came to talking about learning and asked you about school and gotten all the usual eye-rolling, yawning responses that I tend to get from kids when I ask about school. However, things you love, you learn. You read about it. You watch things about it. My son fell in love with a video game series that I don't even know the name of, I'm embarrassed to admit. And he would sit around for hours watching other people that were better at it than him play it on like YouTube videos so that then he could play it better. I found that mind-boggling. I couldn't get him to spend 10 minutes with math, but he could spend hours because he loved that thing. That was the only one. That was Robert, by the way. Since some of you have met both of them, but not all of you. Right? I have 2 sons. I have Robert and Ryan. Robert's the one in college.
I found out that.
Yes. Robert's the tall, thin redhead that runs the soundboard that you are frightened of. And Ryan is the big, strong African-American young man that sits over there with my wife when they come. You met them both. Meanwhile, back to the story at hand. No, 2 sons. Only 2. 2 sons, 2 dogs, 1 wife.
4 kids.
Yeah, 4 kids, 2 of them with paws. No. We're not going there. Meanwhile, we learn things that we love. So I'm going to give you a big secret on how to do well in school. You ready? Somebody needs to know how to do well in school. Are you ready for it?
Love it.
Love the topics. Find something interesting about it.
Reading and lunch.
Reading and lunch, okay, fine. Find something interesting about math, find something interesting about science, and dig deeper into those things than anyone else seems to want to. Find a story that you fall in love with and read everything you can by that person. Find a teacher that you really like and learn everything you can from them. And it will help you throughout the rest of your life. At church, we have one of those subjects. You want to guess what it is?
Jesus!
Jesus. The answer is always Jesus. In this case, I'm talking about the scriptures, the stories of God and Jesus. Because when we learn those stories, when we learn those scriptures, when we learn how God has interacted with and cared for other people, we can understand how God will do the same for us. And that's a really important concept. So, in a minute, you're going to go to
Sunday school!
Sunday school. And you're going to learn about...
Jesus!
last time I checked, you were still learning about prayer and relationship with God.
Okay.
So I think that's probably still the case. What if you decided today that you were going to learn about God because you realize God loves you as much or more than anyone else? Would you want to know more about that being that loves you that much? I would.
Wow.
Thank you for the right answer.
That's
So go and try to learn about that and learn to love the subject. Because, okay, this is going to be confusing. Stay with me. Because if you've got to love the subject and God is love, all you have to do is love love.
Amen.
You only need to fear yourself, you only need to hate itself, so therefore, don't love.
And God is love. I'm done here. Let's all go to lunch. That was no. Let's pray. Let's pray and you can go to our Sunday school. Dear God, thank you
Thank you
for loving me.
for loving me.
Help me
Help me
to love you
to love you
enough
enough
to learn about you
to learn about you
and to love learning about you.
and to love learning about you.
Amen.
Amen.